My question is that, do you know what is mock interview practice? What does it mean? Sandesh, Thomas, Juan, Paco, please turn on your camera. Everyone. Mock interview is a kind of practice where we have interviewers panel or individual person who takes the interview of learners. This way, participants can practice before going to take any interview. So this is the reason, that's why we have this kind of practice. That's called the mock interview practice. So I'm waiting for a few more participants. Let them join, then we'll start our practice, and we'll be having some more participants, and we can have some interviewer and we can have some interviewee. Two words we have: interviewer and interviewee. Okay, an interview, three words. So interview is a kind of process of hiring the person. Interviewee, person who is going to give an interview. An interviewer, the person who takes the interview of interviewee. Okay, so three words. You must be knowing the meaning of these words. All right. So how many people have given the interview? Any of you? Thomas, Sandesh, Dakshi, Marco. Hi guys. And Juan, Paco, you are supposed to turn on your camera. You are required to turn on your camera.
I am eating. I can turn on my camera right now.
Okay, so what about other participants, Sandesh? Juan, Marco. So I'm just asking one question, that how many of you have given any interview? What was your experience about the interview? If you have some experience about the interview, you can share with us, and you can share some questions which you were asked. And if you don't have, you can share that I haven't given any kind of interview so far. So if you have not given any kind of interview so far, so you can have the experience right now. Getting? Yes, Ali, you can speak now.
Yes, you mean that we should share about our experience about finding job? Am I right?
Yeah, when you have gone to give your interview, that moment, how was your experience? That you felt nervousness?
Yes, of course.
And you forgot everything.
Okay.
What you practiced, what you learned, not everything.
You see, it was several months ago that I searched Google for finding some job as a translator or hotel receptionist. Then I set some date, some time with some person, some hotel in my province, and then I went there. You know, when I entered to the hotel room managers, suddenly I shocked and I surprised, because the hotel manager started to talk to me in English language, very fast, very high accent. And for the first second, I was stunned, but suddenly I collect myself and I struggle to do my best and talk to him in English. He asked me about my age, my family, and about my experience. And then he asked about my English level and about my time, my free time. And he, for example, one of question he asked me, it was about some monument place, historical place, and traditional restaurant in Isfahan city, because I live in Isfahan province. And fortunately, I could answer to him correctly. And before I entered to hotel manager's room, I filled some form, some chart, and it was about myself, my family, also my relative family, and everything that referred to my education and my private life. Thank you so much for listening to me. I'm finished.
So he asked a lot of questions to you.
Yes, a lot of questions.
Everything about your life.
Yeah.
So did you get job?
No, because I couldn't match my time with the hotel receptionist. However, it was with the high salary and good insurance. But as you know, I'm English learner, and I have another aim for myself. And if I wanted to accept the time of that job, unfortunately, I lost my English course. And my English course is very important for me. Not very important, essential for me, sorry. It's essential for me.
All right.
Yeah.
So that was nice experience you had.
Yes,
before.
Exactly.
Right. So what you answered when he asked you that tell about your personal private life. So what do you answer?
I try to be honest because when you want to start to work in some place, you should be honest because you should do your best and your work correctly, and your manager can be trust to you. And for that, you should answer all of question details by details and correctly. It's my idea, and I did that.
Okay, thank you very much, Ali, for sharing your experience.
My pleasure. My pleasure.
Thank you very much. So anybody else?
Thank you for listening to me.
Anyone else who would like to share his or her experience about the interview? Anyone? Just raise your hand. And I request you all people to turn on your camera. Everyone, turn on your camera. Do not turn off your camera. Everyone. So we have got some questions in our chat box. The first question is that tell me about yourself. This is the first question. Tell me about yourself. So what should be the answer of these questions? Yes, there are a lot of things which are related to yourself. So what all things you need to share while giving an interview? As that interviewer asked many questions to Ali, there's a lot of questions asked to her. And I don't know that, like, did he ask about her personal information? So that was the thing, the first round, that is called the personal information round. We have series of the rounds of the interview. When you are going to give any kind of interview, so we have series of the rounds of the interview. So first round can be said as a personal introduction round, PIR. Second round can be said as a telephonic round. Third round can be said as a jury or group discussion or debate round. So these kind of rounds we have. Then third or fourth can be said as a like analytical aptitude test. So some questions would be given to you and you have to solve those questions. Those questions are related to English language or mathematical or some reasoning. If you crack that paper, when you solve all the questions, so after that you would be moved to another round. So that can be said as an HR round. So HR round, they ask a lot of questions about your mentality, your attitude, your working hours, your problems, your personal problems. They ask about your personal problems, private problems. And they can ask you, Miss, why did you leave the previous job? What was the reason behind that? So how would you answer all those questions? Your strength and your weakness, and all and everything. So these things are important to know. And many times you need to be natural. You know, many times members, learners, they learn the answer of those questions. They learn everything because questions answer are already given in the internet. And many learners, they go through some classes. They go through these kind of classes, and those trainer, they also provide a lot of questions to them with the answer. And many participants, many learners, they learn all the questions answer. And when these kind of questions are asked, they just answer the same things, whatever they are told. But still, HR people, they can catch easily. They can catch and they can say that, okay, you have just learned, crammed it. Now you are just giving the answer. Because HR people, they are smart. They are so smart. They can understand, they can see your eyes, they can read your face. Because they have been meeting a lot of people every day. More than 100, 200, 300 people they meet every day. Even I'm telling you about my experience. So I took around more than 200 people interview one day. I took, because I was as a consultant. I used to hire the people for the company, and I used to just to filter the participants, filters the candidates for the companies. And because company always contact to the consultant, and they cannot take the interview of 500 people in a day. If companies people, they are coming from very far distance and they are going to take the interview of 500 people. So entire day they would be spending their time. So what is our job? Our job is to get the creamy people, the people who are actually deserve for the company. So I just filter all the resumes, biodatas and all everything. And after that, we just shortlist after 200, out of 200s, around 20 people or 25 people. And out of 25 participants, 25 people, HR person, they hire only 1 or 2%. So you can understand that out of 500 or 300 people, the company is hiring only 2%, 1%, or sometimes they don't hire anyone. So you can understand that how tough is the interview of any kind of company or any branded company. Because they just see a lot of things, not about your educational qualification, not about your communication skills. Apart from all these things, are you really hungry of the job or not? Are you really want to work with my company or not? So many times participants, they go to give their interview only for fun, only for experiencing whether they are able to get selected in that company or not. They just make the bunch of offer letters. They make the file. They have just made a lot of files and they show to the people that, look, I have cracked this much of interviews. So I'm very much qualified person. But few company, once they take the interview of one candidate and if he's gonna selected and he's not gonna join that company, so that company will not hire that person again. And many times these companies, they just blacklist the participants, because all the most of the companies, they have just collaborated to each other. Their HR people, they all have friendly natures. They always talk to each other. So these kind of things it is for the people who are learning something, who are going to give any kind of interview. So for those people, it is necessary to know all these things. Okay, so one person, Aditya, was supposed to ask some questions. Yes, Aditya, do you want to ask some questions? You were raising your hand.
No, sir. Yeah, I have raised your hand, but yeah, you are giving some good information. That's why I just lower hand.
Okay, so now you want to ask?
Okay, so I'm just asking, if I will ask, tell me something about yourself, then what is the pattern? Because I just thinking about this question. Yeah, I can give answer, but in a formal way. I want to learn the pattern in the formal way. How to give answer in a very short 2 and 3 minutes and to decide myself and a brief introduction. So what is the pattern?
Okay, first I'm asking this question to you. What would you answer? Like, tell Aditya about yourself.
So my name is Rahul Misra and I am from UP. and I'm very confident person. I'm very courageous person, and currently I'm studying a Bachelor of Art. And after complete my graduation, then I have to prepare civil service exam. This is my dream and my hobbies like and yeah, that's all from my side.
Right. So whatever you told, that is absolutely right. But you don't know that what kind of company's interview you are giving. If you are giving the interview of, as you told that you're preparing for UPSC examinations, and you're giving the interview of any software company, right? So that software company will say that you're preparing for UPSC examination if you are going to get selected over there, so you won't be working with us. And you know that we people once hire one person, and after that we give strong training to those our people, our hired people whom we hire. They spend around 3-4 months for training the people, and after that you are going to get selected some other places. So our training process, that would be useless. Like, we have just wasted our time on you. So take care of all these things, everything, when you are going to take when you are going to give your interview. Okay, about the interview, about the personal information. Yes, Aditya.
I have a cross question. Like you were just took a lot of interview. So what is the EQ and IQ? Have you checked the any participant, any candidate? I mean, if the participant is the EQ is more higher than IQ is low, so you can hire, or just those person just. I mean, what's the difference between, and then it is a really impact your interview? I mean, you just asking this type of question in the
No, that doesn't.
candidate.
No, actually, that doesn't affect my interview. That doesn't affect. Right. First of all, we just look for our requirement. What is my requirement? My requirement is that the person should have good communication skill. If he doesn't have good communication skill, his pronunciation is good. Okay, and he speaks English well, and he has command over the work which I'm gonna give, or he's lacking somewhere, right? And if he doesn't have a strong attitude, right? So just these things we just take care. And if person has a lot of attitudes, right, he's not respecting people, he's not friendly, he's reserved, so we cannot cope up with those kind of people. And few people, they do politics. We also can judge all these things, that okay, that person is looking like something, he has that kind of skills that he can do some politics in our company. He can just gather the people, he can make a group of the people, and after that he can do something against our company. So we also take care of all these things. So sometimes we hire the people and we just monitor every person. Okay, so that person is talking to few people, and then just because of those people, now our work is getting affected. So we have to take some decisions in those people. Okay, so moving to the personal information round, personal introduction, right? So first of all, let me share my screen. I would write all these things for you all people. What all the things are important when you are going to give an interview. So first of all, you have to tell about your name, right? So as we know very well, so we have to tell our name. So what and in what manner we have to tell our name? How we have to tell our name? There are many ways by which we say our name. Like if I'm talking about myself, I would say that my name is Shashiraj, or I can also say in this way, this is Shashiraj, or I would also say that myself Shashiraj, or sometimes I say that I am Shashiraj. So 3-4 ways I have explained. 3-4 ways are there for telling your name. But what is the actual and right way to tell your name? So is there anyone who can tell what is the actual way to tell you about your name? Anyone?
My name is Rahul Mishra.
This is Mohi.
I'm Sivesh Mishra.
Okay, now thank you everybody. Now the thing is this: when you are going to give your interview, so that moment you have to say, my name is Shashiraj. Good morning sir, my name is Shashiraj. Okay, you have to tell your name starting from my name is. Okay, and you can ask that why I can't say I am Shashiraj. Why can't I say this is Shashiraj or myself? Why can't we say these things? Actually, these things are informal. And myself is absolutely wrong. And this is when you're using the word this is. Hi, this is XYZ. So this is informal. This is informal way to explain your name, to tell your name. Okay, so always start your name with my name is. My name is, right? And you can tell about your name. Then quality, you can explain about your any quality. As the Rahul said that he is a very craziest or very much confident, right? So do not use the word very confident. Very confident means you are so confident. You
Yeah,
never
I'm
ever
self-motivated, energetic person.
nervous. Okay, let me speak. Then I'll give you a chance to speak. You can speak a lot. So you can say about your one quality, any quality, like a friendly person. My name is Shashiraj. I'm a friendly, okay, or I'm a hardworking person. I'm a smart working person. I'm a confident person, right? Don't say very. Never use the word very. If you are using the word very, you know what would happen. So that means there isn't any person like you. So that is the meaning of very. If I am saying that your writing is very good, so very good means that is fantastic. There isn't any person whose writing is as good as you have. So you all must avoid the word very. So you can explain about one quality of yours, and that quality should be positive, like confident, industrious, or you can say that extrovert. You can use the word extrovert, the person who speaks a lot, who becomes friend, or who just create amusement with the people. So that can be said extrovert, or you can use the word jovial, whimsical, vivacious. These words you can use for showing your quality. Okay. And you can also that I'm an amicable person. I'm a smart working person. These words you can use for showing your quality, special quality that shows your personality. Quality, the thing is this, everyone has some specific personality. Like we just to say to the people that Alejandra is there. Alejandra speaks a lot with all the people, everybody. She can speak with any kind of person, strangers or familiar or unfamiliar. So any kind of person she can speak, and she can just be a friend of that person. So I can say that, okay, Alejandra, she's kind of a friendly woman, friendly girl. So that friendly word became the personality of Alejandra. The same manner, if I'm saying that Mohi just a reserve, right? He speaks less, but he's a very good guy. So when the word reserve comes in our mind, so we just get the image of Mohi. So that reserve word becomes the personality of Mohi, right? So we are just explaining the personality, the word personality. So that quality will explain your personality. Okay. So you understood the meaning of quality. Then the third, you can tell about your place where you are living right now. Okay. Or a few people, they are living another place, and present time they are living in different place. So you can explain this thing in two ways. Suppose you're from Delhi, but you are living in Chennai. So you can say you're living in Chennai because of job. So you can say that right now I'm living in Chennai, but I belong to Delhi. Okay. You can say that I am from Delhi, but I am living in Chennai. Or if you are living in Chennai or you're living in Delhi and you're also working over there, so just say that I live in Delhi. And many people, they are living in Delhi, living in the same city and working in the same city, and they are saying that I belong to Delhi, or I am from Delhi. So that sentence becomes wrong. Grammatically, that is right, but at that place, this sentence is wrong. And the third point, you can tell about your family background. All right. So family background. So no need to explain your family background. Just you have to say that there are 3 members in my family, my parents and me. 3 members are only, and that's it. And you can say that my father is a serviceman or businessman, and my mother, she's a housewife or housemaker. So in this way, you can explain in a short way about your family background. And if someone is in very good position, someone has very good position in some company, or he has good job, so that moment you have to share that thing, because that would show the glimpse of your family background. how's your family, the same quality you'll be having as well. So this is the meaning of telling about your family background. If members are in good place, they've got good position. Okay. And the fourth point we have academic qualification. Academic qualification, the qualification that can be said as a basic qualification. You're like, you have done some Bachelor of Arts or Bachelor of Science, a Master of Science, a Master of Arts. So that can be said as an academic qualifications. You can say that I completed Bachelor of Arts in History in 2008 or in 2012. So in this way, you can say about your academic qualification. And the next point we have, that is a professional qualification. Professional qualification. So whatever professional qualification you have, like you can say that I have done 3 years diploma in mechanical engineering, or you can say that I have done BTech, Bachelor of Technology in Information Technology, or you can say that I have got 6 months computer course certificate. So these qualifications are called professional qualifications. Okay, so don't go through the spelling, right? So sometimes I do spelling mistakes. Okay, so next point we have professional. Then after that, you can tell about your work experience. So whatever experience you have about the work, you can share about your work experience. Suppose you have worked for 3 years. You can say in this way, I worked for 3 years in Infosys as an engineer or software engineer or business analyst. So you can say in this way, I worked. And suppose you are working for 3 years. So you can say in this way, I have been working in Wipro as an HR manager for 4 years. For 4 years. So I have been working. So you have to use this sentence when you are working for the long time. Okay. So this is about your work experience. And after that, you can tell about your hobbies. So hobbies, you have to tell only 1 or 2 hobbies. Do not tell 3, 4, 5 hobbies. Many people, they say that I love to watch movies, and I like singing, I like dancing, I like reading books, I like traveling. So 3, 4, 5 things you are telling about your hobbies. So you just need to tell only 1 or 2 hobbies, and that's it. Apart from these 2 things, do not tell more. And you must have the entire command, entire knowledge about your hobbies. Suppose you like dancing, so you must tell about dancing. At least you could speak for 1 or 2 minutes about the dancing or anything else, whatever you like. Hobbies. The next we have that is your strength. And then next we have your weakness. You have weakness. And the fourth one, you have career objective. So these points you have for your introduction. Okay. So now we are talking about the strength. So whatever strength you have, all people have some strength, but that strength should be related to your work. And if you're saying that my parents are my strength, and you're going to work in Bangalore, you're going to work in another city where you're living, but your strength is your parents. How they can be your parents? They are living in different place and you're living in different place. Suppose you are in some problems, you're not able to connect with your parents. So how would they help you? Like my elder brother is my strength, my friends are my strength. So they cannot be with you all the time. So that kind of strength should be related to your quality. Okay. Or you can say that I'm an overworking person. I work a lot. So that is my strength. Okay. So that can be said as a good point.
Workaholic.
Good point. Right. So this point will help the company. Okay. This next point we have weakness. You need to just think about your strength. What the word you have to use. Well, telling these 3-4 points are necessary. Strength, weakness. You know, HR people, they always take care of these 2-3 words about your strength and weakness. Okay. So weakness, you need to always take care of what you're talking about. Weakness. Like I'm a lazy. I sleep a lot. right? When I work, so that moment I start feeling sleepy. Okay, I start just dozing like in this way. So if you're talking about these things, so what would happen? You're working on computer and you're sleeping. You're sleeping, so what would happen? Your manager or your supervisor will just slap you. He will kick you out. So do not say this kind of weakness. The next we have, okay, you can say, or you can say in this way, the weakness which are not affecting your work. You can say that I like chips, okay, or you can say something which is which you like most. Like you can say that my chicken is my weakness. I love chicken. Okay, so that is not gonna affect your work. You like, this is your favorite dish. You love it, and that's it. Okay, so the weakness should not affect your work. You can also use some funny weakness, or you can say that I have got some jovial nature. Okay, I mean, I just try to crack jokes with the people. I just try to just do kidding with the people. So this is my weakness. So this weakness is for creating some fun, creating some amusement, right? It can entertain the people. It will not affect your work. The next point, you have career objectives. So whatever career objective you have, whatever you have planned for your future, so you need to just explain it. First, tell about your career. You can say that I want to be a CEO, Chief Executive Officer, okay, of any branded company, branded sector. So why you want to become CEO? So you need to explain it for one line, in one line or two line. Do not just exaggerate it. So these point we have for the interview. Okay, so you can take the screenshot if you wish. You all can take the screenshot, this point, and this is the format of telling about yourself. So within 2 or 3 minutes, you can explain about yourself, your all the points. So whatever you have, and if you are skipping 1 or 2 points, so there will not be any kind of problems. All right. I think that you all have taken the screenshots now. So few people are raising their hand. Ishan, what is your question?
Can you explain to me the difference between quality and strength?
Strength.
Yeah, strength.
Okay, strength can be said as your powerful point. Okay, some positive points. Few positive natures you have, positive words you have. So what are the positive words we have? You can use any word, anything. You can say that I'm a confident. It is my strength. I work with confidence because first of all, I study about the work. I get some experience. I do research. And after that, I build up my confidence and I work effectively. So that is my strength. Or you can say that my communication skill is fantastic. I do not make mistake while speaking. I speak with confidence. I have good selling skills. I can sell anything. Just give me any kind of things to sell. I can sell. This is my strength. Or you can say that I'm a fast reader. I read fast. I can complete any book within 3 hours. If 300 pages are there, so I can complete within 2 hours. Or many times I have completed the books in 2 hours or 1 hour. So that is my strength. If you are using these things, these words, so that interviewer will see that, okay, so that person is good. If you are going to give some projects to him, so he can read easily, he can read fast, and he's good calculating mind. You can also that decision maker is my key strength. I can make decisions. I make the decision fast. This is my strength. So these words you can use for telling about your strength. And those words should be all the time positive. Every time they must be positive. Got it, Ishan? Any other question? So is there anyone else who wants to ask a question? Anyone, just raise your hand or you can unmute yourself. Sudakshi, you were raising your hand. So that moment I was explaining the interview. Sorry, that interview. Yes. introduction. Yes, Dakshi.
So I want to ask that I am student of class 9, so I don't have so much knowledge about that interview. So can I skip some points during?
When you are, let me tell you, when you, this is for everyone. This is for everyone when you are going to give any kind of interview, right? So you must be knowing about that company. You must be knowing about where is that company is situated, located, and where what all the places these companies are situated. So first of all, do some research on that company. Okay, before 1 or 2 days, just search in internet all the informations. When you are going to give the interview, if that person is asking, why should I hire you? Why do you want to work in my company? So no doubt they would ask these questions to me, because there are a lot of places, a lot of branded companies. So why you have come over here? Why didn't you go another places? We give less salary. Do you know that? But still you are here. So at that moment, you can praise that company. You can tell a few points about the company. And if you're telling already, if you have already knowledge about that company and that interviewer is listening, okay, you already done some work, some homework about that company. So he would be happy to listen all these things. And if that person is saying that, Miss, we give less salary than other companies, so would you work with us? So that person, you can answer in this way. Okay, I know that your company is giving less salary, but I also know that the employee of your companies are very much satisfied with your work, with your job, because they get respect, they get security, they get facility, they get pick and drop facility, they get meal facility. So you can explain all these facilities. So why people are working in your company? Because they have got some satisfaction, they have got some security. People are secure over there, they get respect, they get promotions. So these points you can explain. You know, you have to just snatch that job. So this kind of quality you need to bring in yourself. If you have this kind of quality, snatching the job, you can crack any kind of interview. So Takshis, did you get what I said? You just
Yes,
need to
sir.
go through a few questions, answer before going to give any kind of interview, right? 3, 4, 5 questions, just go through. And about yourself, and take care of these things when you are talking about yourself, you're like talking to interviewer. So just think about those things, what you are talking. If you're talking something else and which you don't know, so that moment you can be trapped. Okay, suppose you say that you love singing, but you don't know anything about singing. You can also say that, okay, just sing a song. And if you don't know singing and you don't know anything about the singing, so you can be trapped. You can say, okay, you're telling lie. You're just telling. You're just trying to praise yourself over here. Or if you're saying that I know 2 languages or 3, 4 languages, okay, I have command, but you don't know, you know only 2 languages. So that person, so I'm just giving some examples. So miss, when you are talking about yourself, so take care what you are speaking. Speak only those things which are required, on which you could speak more. If you're saying that I love reading books, and it's that interviewer saying, okay, tell about the last book which you have read. The last book, which book you have read? And then you start thinking, okay, last book, what the book I have read? Then you start thinking about the last book, and you're not able to tell that book. You're not able to tell the writer name of that book. What was the name of that book? What was the gist of the book? So you can be trapped. Yes, Bhavesh, what is your question?
Yeah, hello, sir. I am a student, but I am not experienced job. So I'm not what telling I am a job interview.
You say that I'm a
I'm
fresher,
afraid.
I don't have experience.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah. Okay, sir.
That's it, right? See, most of the company, they hire the people, those, you might have seen the advertisement of the company that they just looking for the candidates, freshers or 3 years experience. Freshers, for the freshers, they have different slabs of salary, and for the experienced, they have different kind of slabs of salary. So once you are going to give any kind of interview, and as a fresher, so do not think about the salary structure. Do not put your requirement, your desire. because here right now you're fresher. First of all, you need to learn a lot of things. You need to get some experience of 2 years, 3 years, or 6 months.
Yeah,
And
yes, sir.
after that, you would gain the experience. And if you get the attitude in the beginning before working somewhere, you're showing your attitude. Okay, no, I cannot work less than 20,000 bucks. How can I work before like less than 20,000? I have done this like course, expensive course. I spent 5 lakhs rupee or 10 lakh rupee on this course, and I should have around 80,000 bucks. And that company is giving only 20,000 to the freshers. So you would not be able to, or you are over-skilled person. You have a lot of skills. You have a lot of knowledge about the work. So no doubt you can get selected. You can have that that kind of salary, whatever you require. And sometimes what happened that you are giving an interview and your friend is also there, and that you have selected, you both have got selected. Okay. And ultimately, interviewer will ask this question to you. Okay, what is your salary expectations? You are saying that, okay, my salary, I want 40,000 rupee per month. You're asking 40,000 rupee. And your friend is saying that, okay, I want 55,000. So your friend is saying 50,000, 55,000, and you're saying 40,000. You both are going to get the salary structure, but your friend will get 55,000 and you will get 40,000. So this thing also happened. Okay. Yes, Aditya.
Okay, sir.
Okay, for example, if you are a owner, if you are a CEO of any XYZ company, and the two person just coming to in your for a job, one person A, he is a very skilled person. Whatever your requirement, he have skill, right? But he have no core values, no ethics. Okay, and the second person B, he is not a very skilled person, but yeah, a little bit he has skilled, and he has a core value, ethics. What is the moral value he has? So which person just you can hire, A person or a B person?
First of all, I would ask a question that why did you leave your previous job? What happened? What was the reason behind it? You worked there for 6 months or 1 year or 2 years or 6 months you work over there. Mainly these kind of people, right? They cannot work for the long time. Those who don't have ethics, they don't have values. They can work only for 6 months or 3 months. And after that, they switch the job. Then again, they switch the job. They work for 3, 4, 5 companies, right? If you read their resume, so the giant, the biggest resume they have, a lot of things, 2, 3 pages, they make the resume of 2, 3 pages. Then you can ask them, why did you leave the previous job? What happened in that job? What happened? So somewhere you would be stuck, you would be trapped. If someone has some skills, so he can work in a company for the long time, because if you work for 2 years or 1.5 years, so you get some promotion. If you have some skills, you can be floor manager, you can be team leader, you can be something else, sales manager. You might have seen in private sectors, the growth is high if you are hardworking, smart working. But if you are just doing your work, so your position would be remain same. So these are the questions by which I can understand the person would be able to work in my company or not. Or I can hire the person, I would put him for some few days. I would say to him, okay, I'm gonna hire you. I would put you for 1 week with myself. I would see your work. And if I feel that you can work with us, we can cope up with us, or you can cope up with us, the environment. So your offer letter would be given to you. Your offer letter would be given to you after 15 days. So we just check the attitude and all and everything during those times. So by these things, we can understand. Means we cannot take the decision on the spot. I cannot take the decision on the spot. Okay, that person has got good values, good ethics, but he's less skills, or he has got skills, and another person, he's a skillful, very highly skilled person, and but he has got attitude, ethics, it doesn't value people. So like this, so both the people have their own importance. So many times people, they don't respect people, they don't have ethics, but their work is different. They work like they work with incredibly. So sometimes we need to just put these kind of people in our company.
Sir, what is different for getting a job? Educational qualification or skills?
See, both the things are required. First of all, you must have that kind of qualification for working in that company, minimum qualification. And after that, if you have some skills, extra skills, so that those skills are working with us. Okay, you know, both people, students of computer science, they have done BTech. And if they don't know codings, they learn coding for 3 months or within a 6 month, they learn codings for 6 months. And after that, they are able to get job for the making software, for the programmings and all and everything. I don't have more idea about the programmings and all. So those things are called the skills. First, you go through the course, theoretical course. And after that, you need to go through some internship. You might have heard the word of internship. For the internship, students are sent to different places, some companies for 3 months or
I know,
six
sir,
months
very
or for
well.
2 months, for learning some skills, learning some work experience. So now you can understand the importance of minimum qualification and the importance of skills.
Yeah, sure, sir. 100%.
Okay, so do you check the certificate and the academic career? I mean, a certificate during the interview. Do you check that candidate?
See, we don't
Certificate,
check
do you
all these
believe?
things. We don't check all these things on the at that place, right? We check all these things when the person is get selected, and we just give him date that on this date you have to come with your all the certificates, all the documents. And after that, other people are there, so they check all these things, and sometimes they keep their documents for 6 months as a bond, 6 months or 1 year. So this kind of policy we have. Okay, I'm not working in any company, any kind of company, but I have experience. I haven't worked in any kind of company, but I have my own consultancy. I have my own BPO. I had my own training center. So I just got experience from those things. Okay, because I was connected with so many people, so many HR people from many companies like Capgemini or Vertex, Convergys, and Genpact. You might have heard these words. These are the branded companies. So is there anyone else? Anything else do you want to ask? So we have got around more than 20 questions. So how much you are able to discuss, how much you are able to learn. If you have any other questions, anything, you can ask me about those questions, or I request someone should share the questions.
Yeah, I would like to ask something about interview.
Yeah, please.
So I mean, in the interview, I mean, besides, I mean, academic career, skills, and quality. So there are other things like eye contact, I mean, attitude, I mean, and expression. Daily, I mean, does it matter in the interview?
Of course, expressions are matter, but if you are fresher, if you are nervous, so interviewer, they don't see your expressions. You know why? Because they know well that students, learners, they have not that kind of confidence. They are here first time or second time, and we people are interviewer, so we could understand sometimes they feel thirsty. We offer them water, we offer them something for eating, sometimes we offer them cigarette for smoking, for making them cool and calm. If someone is just perspiring, start sweating, what we do, just just have relax, don't sweat, okay, don't feel nervous, you don't need to feel nervous. So what we say, okay, we just offer them, okay, would like, if you have something for eating, so we just offer to them, that person, you can have and you can enjoy. And after that, he becomes cool and calm, and after that, we start the interview, we start asking questions to him. We do not scare the candidates, we never do these kind of things. Got it?
Okay. I have a question.
Yes.
So I think we are talking about it for a long time. So this question number 4, just I mean asking to you.
Just a minute, let me read the question number 4. Okay,
I mean,
what
maybe
have you
you are-
learned from your mistakes. Yeah, whatever you have learned from your mistake, you need to share it.
No. I want to know about what's your mistake have you done, because you are a very experienced person and you are very aged. So I mean, you did a lot of mistakes.
No, I'm not an aged person. Don't say I'm an
I'm
aged.
not. Not. I mean, compare than me, all of us. So don't take serious. You are looking
I'm
handsome.
taking serious.
No, bro.
Okay, ask your question.
Okay, so just elaborate this question.
See, I haven't learned more things from my mistakes because of circumstances, atmosphere, and all everything, and some other responsibility. I needed to forget those mistakes, and because I kept changing my tracks, and ultimately I'm working in the government sector. So about there isn't any kind of atmosphere and environment in the government sector that is totally different from the corporate sectors. So before this job, before 12 years, I was in corporate field. I was not in any company. I wasn't in any, but I was connected with so many companies. I was connected with so many people. So I got the experience, and my center, my place, that was itself an organization. So I was managing all these things. So I just gained experience from those things. I was the owner of that place. So I used to make rules for my own organizations. I used to create my own questions. I used to create my own answer. I used to create the people working with different kind of places. So many people, they come to me only for the interview. I just train them within 10 days. Within 10 days, I prepare them, and within 10 days, they get selected in branded company. So only by practicing those questions answer. Miss, what should be the exact answer of any questions? How would you answer? What I expect, if I'm asking some questions, what I expect, and if you're fulfilling by the words, my expectations, so I would hire you.
I think it is all depend on psychology.
Psychology has vast area. Okay. So nobody can be said as a I'm a psychologist. I can read anything. I can understand anything. It's only your experience. So you can be a psychologist. Anyone can be the psychologist by interacting with more and more people, by behavior skills.
Yeah, sure.
But psychologists, those who have gone through some books, like this much size we have of the books of psychology, and so many books we have. Around
There is
50
no.
books. Right?
Yeah,
So
sir,
how can
there
you
is no limit of psychology.
on the psychology? Psychologists are totally different. So I have just created the breakout room. I'm gonna put you all people in a breakout room so you can join and you can discuss the questions answer. So please share the questions in our chat box. Once again, someone. Okay, I'm just allowing you to share your screen, rename yourself. Everything is there, right? So questions are already in our chat box. Now I have opened the breakout room so you all can join. So we have got around 1 hour or more than 1 hour, and so many questions we have. So I've written around 24 questions, 23 or 24 questions. So just get the answer of those questions. If somebody is confused in answering any questions answer, so can reach me. I would tell how to answer that question. Please join your breakout room. Abu, Marco, Anna, Shivam, Thomas. Hello, Anita, are you here?
Yes, I'm here. I'm listening.
Okay. So you can turn on your camera. Rest of the participants can turn on your camera. Sol or Claudia? Sol, you can join your breakout number 4. Thomas.
I'm here
question. I should be here or I should move for the other
Breakout room. You should join your breakout room.
Okay, okay. I will, but it was there alone, so okay.
You got the link. You
Yeah.
got the link now. Okay, now you can join the breakout room.